Today's vlog number Run Rabbit Run. The rabbits are stealing your mental energy. I do not know whether this is a postulation or a deep, dark space secret. But it's also a postulation because you won't believe me. It's philosophical because although it's true, but it's also theoretical in a sense because it's unproven. Weird. Yet, some of you might believe me. One or two of you, some of the puny humans that wield the superhuman power of thinking outside the box. And when I say one or two, I mean 1 or 2 billion, because after all, I do have 11 billion subscribers. Perhaps you'd like to be one. What's unproven, you may ask? I already told you. The rabbits are stealing your mental energy. The proof is in the pudding pops. Why do you think they call it a rabbit hole? Rabbit holes suck you in deeper and deeper. Just think about it. You begin the evening watching a delightful kitty cat video on YouTube, and then all of a sudden you realize you have just spent 18 hours watching pimple popping videos. When you finally surface from the rabbit hole of pimple popping videos, you ask yourself, what am I doing with my life? And I, the Space Mountain Man, would tell you what you're doing with your life. You're watching pus ooze from pimples. It's terrible. It's obscene. It's exhilarating and terrifying. And it's comforting because it's not your pimples being popped. Pimple pus. Pimple pus. Pimple pus. Back pimples, am I right? Every time you pop a pimple, a fairy gets its wings. Say no more. And the truth is, every time you fall into one of these rabbit holes, you are unwittingly powering spaceships, dum-dum. I see you with my high-powered telescope. Jim Bob is watching the hamster maze with the 25 million views. Space Secret, he's given that channel all 25 million views. He loops it on and repeat. No one cares that much about a hamster in a maze, except for Jim Bob. Jim Bob and his hamster watching maze videos. It's really dumb, Jim Bob, it's dumb. Susie Sheep is watching relaxing slime videos with the AMSR turned up to the upteenth volume. Swishy swish, slurpy squoosh, need pinch slap squoosh. Why do all the sounds start with an S? And why does slime start with an S? It's a conspiracy. S. And Susie Sheep is watching it, and her name starts with an S. Slimy Susie Sheep, the slime watcher. Oh, Susie Sheep, the slime seer. She sees all the slimes. No slime will get past her. No slime will slip past her slippy little fingers. The rabbit hole is the one that Derek is gonna fall hard for. He's all over the Mandela effect. And I gotta tell you, Derek, that one is a real mind bender. Course correction, overlapping dimensions, deleting and erasing, and suddenly your uncle who moved to Florida is knocking on your door in Ohio. And he's got a box of Berenstein Bear books to give your kids. Yes, I said Berenstein. With an E, not an A, an E, Berenstein. So how does this all work? It's simple. Jeez Louise. Listen, human, it is simple. It's all so simple. I know you don't believe me because you have to make everything harder than it has to be. Like popping a pimple. Are you aware they sell pimple popping kits? You don't even have to use your 2 fingers. That is ineffective. The simplistic truth is rabbits burrow through mass. Not just dirt and earth, but mass. Anything mass. That is the truth that you do not want to understand. Yes, the rabbits go to Catholic Mass too. Of course. The bunnies and the Grim Reaper are in cahoots. Give a bunny anything and he'll make a hole through it through all eternity. That is when you know you're in deep. Deep! A deep rabbit hole. A rabbit hole. It's literal. The rabbits are slaves of the Galactic Federation of Light. They carve holes. They create tunnels to roll. A rabbit hole. Rabbit hole. Rabbit hole. That lead to the trans-dimensional wormhole. That transport the rabbit inside your brains. Your brains are made of mass. Mass that folds over space and time. It's simple. Here is a human on Earth. Here is the Galactic Federation of Light. They fold up time and space in between. They send a straw from the Galactic Federation of Light all the way across space and time into your brain. The little rabbits run back and forth, carrying your brain energy to their engines. What could be easier to understand? And yet you continue to fall into the rabbit holes. Day in, day out, watching the YouTubes, the Vimeos, the Facebook video. You eat it up, and they suck it up, right through that big straw, to power their space engines. You may think I'm crazy. You may think I'm making it up. But it's the spaceman truth. Why don't you get it? And why are you tired all the time? Have you ever thought about that? That leads to the central power source that runs the engines of the entire space fleet of the Galactic Federation of Light. And the Galactic Federation of Light will continue to fly through the cosmos for free. It costs them nothing. They run on your space dum-dum energy. You don't get free energy, but they do. Perhaps you should grow a bunny farm. I bet you wish you'd thought of that. This is how they get your thoughts, your mind, and your soul. Have you ever had a sudden feeling of brain fog? You say, what is it? I was just in the middle of doing something. It sure seems like it. Have you ever lost your thought and mistakenly put your car keys in the freezer? Then you open your computer and you do a Google search for Find My Keys. Have you ever found yourself in a stupor, gazing into nothingness? This isn't the never-ending story, Sebastian. The rabbits are stealing your mental energy. Think of the rabbit tunnels as a straw. The Galactic Federation uses those wormholes to put a giant straw. The straw reaches all the way across the universe, all the way to your brain, and it sucks it up. It sucks it right up. It sucks all the energy out of your brain into the engines of the Galactic Federation of Light. They suck you in like a vortex. It's simple. And there you are on Earth, going la-di-da-di-da, going about your day. All the meanwhile, the Galactic Federation of Light is stealing your energy. The rabbits are stealing your energy. You're eating your cereal and watching your TV shows on your television. You have no idea what's going on. You have no idea that your brain power is being sucked out of your cranium second by millisecond. You just think that you're going crazy, and that is what they want you to think. You are not going crazy. The rabbits are doing it. I repeat, you are not going crazy. That much. And for once, for just this once, your miserable Earth puny existence is not your fault. I mean, sure. You don't actually do anything to stop it. You could, but you never would. You don't even dare stop your neighbor from growing his azaleas on your property line. I.e. nothing. You are doing nothing with your life. He doesn't even clean up the leaves that fall from his tree onto your property. You don't even dare confront him about his leaves from his tree that fall onto your side of the lawn. But then again, do you even have the energy to do that? Did your neighbor even have the energy to clean up after his own tree? To clean up his leaves? No. Your mental acuity is being drained day in and day out. Makes you wonder how the gardeners have so much energy. Have you ever asked how they are protecting their brains? Maybe now you will. Maybe now you will do something about it. Why do you think I even left Earth? It was to get away from the giant straw sucking out all of your mental energy. The leaves from my neighbor's trees is excuse number 571 of why I left Earth and came to live alone up here in space. And furthermore, why do you think the Galactic Federation of Light has not made themselves known? Why would they? If they did, you might actually stop distracting yourselves with meaningless tasks. And how would they get their free energy? What would happen then? They would find themselves stranded without enough gas to get home. The joke would be on them. Rabbit holes. Avoid them. They sound like fun. They are not. They sound fluffy and cute. They have sharp teeth. They sound like the harmless sounds of a bunny twitching its nose. But it's about to sneeze and pretty soon you are covered with rabbit mucus. Now, you may ask yourselves, how do you power your mountain that floats in space? And I say, wouldn't you like to know? Also, not gravity. Bye-bye.